welcome back to Halo Halo. I'm Kat Iniba with your daily dose of all things entertainment and lifestyle for Asian Pacific Americans. And I am honored right now because joining me from the U.S. Army is Captain Theodore Flestado. Welcome, Captain.
Hello. Hello to all the viewers.
First of all, thank you so much for being here. I just mentioned how it's an honor because you're here. Thank you so much for what you do for our country and keeping us safe.
Thank you.
Now tell me how you became a part of the U.S. Army.
I became part of the U.S. Army. I was an immigrant 10 years ago. Within 2 months, I joined the Army.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, what was it that made you want to join the Army? I mean, you were just here for 2 months.
Yes, as a new immigrant, what I wanted to pursue was basically education, number one. I wanted to pursue a career, and I wanted to travel.
Yes.
So I wanted the job where they're going to train me while giving me a salary because I have to support myself.
Right.
And also a job that will give me a college scholarship before, after, or after the career. And also basically a chance to travel around the world or within the country.
Yes.
And that's what the Army offered me the opportunity.
Yeah. Now, there's 2 different types of services when you join the Army, right?
Yes.
There's full-time and part-time. Tell me a little bit more about that.
So the different kind of services you talk about is full-time, which is active duty. Basically, that's your full-time job. And then the other part-time, which a lot of people don't know about, is the Army Reserve, which is a part-time, being part of the military part-time, meaning 1 weekend per month.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, so being part of the Army Reserves allows you the opportunity to pursue a civilian career, a full-time civilian career.
Okay.
And also, if you want to pursue education at one of the colleges here, using the scholarship provided by the Army, that's also possible too.
Oh, well, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, so all you have to do is serve once a month for the part-time?
Yes, once a weekend a month, 2 weeks in a year. But you have to go to training, of course, before you go back here.
Right.
The Army units that's going to be working is within 50 miles of where you live.
Within 50?
Yeah, 50. Yeah, within driving distance, basically.
Yeah.
So a lot of the Army Reserve that we have travel less than that.
Right.
We're everywhere here, especially here in LA. We have a lot of units in the area. We have a lot of specialties, especially medical field.
Yeah, I noticed
that. That we need people to volunteer, and if they're interested in medical field, logistics, supply, admin, transportation, we do have a lot of opportunities for them. It's really good for those that are already situated here in LA and they want to stay here in LA.
Yeah, so you can just do the reserve, right?
Yes.
But going back to the full-time, is it like for a specified amount of time? It's like 2 to 6 years, or is it? It
depends on the contract. So the process of applying for the Army is you apply and basically you're offered a job.
Right.
And it says there on the contract how many years you have to serve.
Right.
So that's something that the person applying and the recruiter can talk about.
Now, somebody told me something about, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but I think it's MAVNI.
Yes, MAVNI program.
What is the MAVNI program?
MAVNI program is a program that we have currently wherein anybody who is here on a valid visa, and there's different types of visas, allows them to join the Army and get their citizenship. You're even bypassing the green card process.
Wow.
Yeah. So and the reason we're doing that is the Army is all about diversity.
Right.
We do have a lot of Filipino American immigrants in the country.
Yes.
And the Army wants to basically match the demographics of the country, and we need minorities to come and join us and make the Army diverse.
Now, how do we become a part of the U.S. Army? Like, are there requirements, or what's the process? What do we have to do?
First of all, before me telling what the requirements are, I want to say I highly encourage anybody who's interested to actually call us, and then we can talk about the requirements, because sometimes they think they're not qualified, but then we talk with them, they are.
Yeah.
Having said that, U.S. citizen, green card holder, or like you said, a valid visa, and then there's different types. Something we can talk about more in depth when they call us. They also have to be physically qualified, pass a physical exam, and pass the aptitude test.
Right.
Basically, those are basic requirements to join.
Okay, and then I noticed you have to mention, we have to come see a recruiter, right?
Yes.
And then after the recruiting process, you do some kind of combat training?
Yes, so after the recruiting process, everything will be there on paper.
Right.
You do have to go to combat training to become a soldier. You have to have some combat training.
Right.
And I went through the training.
What was the experience like?
Well, first of all, there's a lot of there's a lot of push now here in this country about being physically fit.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, if you want to be physically fit, you go through boot camp training.
Join the boot camp training.
Yeah, you got no choice. They're gonna train you up. You're gonna have drill sergeants training you, and then you're gonna be at the best shape of your life when you graduate boot camp. So I actually encourage people to go to boot camp.
Yeah, and there's so many benefits with joining the U.S. Army, like you said. I mean, you're not only serving your country, but there's, you know, you're allowed to get bonuses, you get salary, you get to choose an education, right?
Absolutely, and that's one of the main reasons why I joined the military. Getting an education while serving the country, those are the biggest things that the Army has to offer. Just like you pointed out, right now we do have bonuses up front, especially for the some of the fields that we really need people to be in and apply. I highly encourage them to contact us. We have a lot of great universities here in LA.
Yes, and, we do.
I know, and we can offer a way for them to be in those colleges, universities through the scholarship through the Army.
Yes, and all we have to do is call the number on our screen, right, for more information.
Absolutely. I highly encourage everybody to call the number on the screen, and then we'll talk. It's hard to cover everything during a interview, yes.
And then not only that, but you guys are actually going to be at our LA 18 Harvest Moon Festival, so they can talk to you in person. You guys are going to have a booth there, right?
Yes, my unit, LA Battalion, will have a booth there in the Harvest Moon Festival, and I encourage everybody to come and swing by. Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much again for being on the show and for what you do for our country.
Salamat. Thank you.
Thank you. Again, for more information on the U.S. Army, all you have to do is call the number on your screen, or you can definitely check them out at our LA 18 Harvest Moon Festival happening this Sunday, September 7th. Time for a quick break, but we have more Halo Halo when we return.